Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday evening. Happy blue moon. It's blue moon. I don't know, is it tonight, like overnight tonight at 4 a.m., or was it this morning at 4 a.m.? Because I feel like it was all day in my brain. So, hi, how's everybody doing? How's your weekend been? Um, yeah, it's been, this has been a weird week. I don't know. I just realized my window is closed and I feel like all of a sudden very claustrophobic. So I'm gonna have to fix that on the first set of sprints. But hello, if you are new here, my name is Fox. I'm hosting these sprints tonight on behalf of Heart Breathing's writing community. There is always in the description box below a link to our other sprints. So you can always click on that and then see what other times there are sprints for the week. We have sprints every single day. So we're here to help you get some stuff done, get some writing done, get some productivity stuff around the house done, get some creative stuff. Whatever you're here for. So I don't know what my desk is a hot mess. I have like I'm doing a lot of trip planning right now because my mom and I are going to do some of Route 66. And so I've been doing like a lot of planning for that. So I have like our little 66 passports and I have like our passports we're doing just Tulsa, I think. We are going to do Kansas. So I have my Kansas one here. I have my Easy 66 guide here. So I have like half Route 66 stuff, half like planning stuff. And then I have my writing stuff. I have moved to the floor for this time so that I can have space on my desk. So I don't know what we're going to work on tonight. I had hoped to write, but I feel like my brain is just not in that space. Tonight. So let's see who all is here. What are y'all working on tonight? Heffron is here. Hello. Sarah's here. Hello. I only showed up once on my side, so I think you're good. Although sometimes what shows up on the restream chat versus what shows up on the YouTube chat does differ sometimes. So Rita's here. Hello. Hills is here. Hello. Blue moon, what is that? Okay, so blue moon is whenever you have two full moons in the same month. So I don't know what our other day was. I have my calendar that I have here does not have a ton of information on it. It's in an Instagram page called Calendar Peaks, and it's like funny Twin Peaks, like silly things like misspellings and like I don't know. It's like the old days of like I Can Has Cheeseburger, but with Twin Peaks, if you can imagine that. And they made a calendar this year. So I was like, let me look at my calendar. But it doesn't have full moons on there. It just says things like, it's Memorial Day, like thoughtful things like that. So not helpful. But yes, that is because it's the second one in the month. Okay, Jenna. Hi, Jenna. Jenna's here. 4:45 a.m. Eastern today. Yesterday was technically night one. Tomorrow is the last day of the cycle. Okay, so it was like this morning, like 15, 16 hours ago, whatever. Okay, May 1st. Here you go. You have it. May 1st was a full moon, and so is the last day of the month. That's kind of wild that it was the first day and the last day. It doesn't always have to be that way, right? That's weird. Rita says, today was fantastic. Spent quality time with my granddaughters this afternoon and reading for these friends. Oh, that's wonderful. Once every few years. I feel like there was a year we had two blue moons like in the same calendar year. And I was like, what? Like, just like this year, having two Friday the 13th, and I worked both of them. And I was like, what is the universe doing to me? Sarah says, cleaning for the first hour, writing for the next hour and a half. Awesome. Hill says, my book came out yesterday to recovering and doing. That's awesome. Congratulations. That is so cool. It's early in the night, but Luke wants you to know that he's very proud of you. Whoa, hold on. I got the mirror. He's very proud of you and so glad that your book came out. Boop. That's awesome. Congratulations. Lainey's here. Oh my gosh, so many people are here tonight. This is so nice. Nice to see everybody. Doing your finance reports for father-daughter financials meeting and brunch tomorrow and doing weekly plan. Very good. Very good. Blue moon in Sagittarius. Yes, that's right. It is Sagittarius because all my friends who are Sagittarius were posting like funny memes about that today. Just has to be one at the start and one at the end because of the 28-day cycle. Okay, but it's interesting that I guess it technically is the first and the... Whoa. Oh, you're welcome. All right, so let's get into our sprints. So the way we do this, I don't think we have anybody new here unless somebody's new and not commenting yet. We do 4 sprints, 25, 25, 45, 25. So we'll start with the first one. We'll do 25 minutes and then we'll do a 5-minute chat break, 5 minute ish. Um, come on, computer. I just got back from the pool. We went to the pool today, so my brain is a little like a little all over the place. You know when you're like I didn't like we didn't like swim like when we were kids and you'd be so tired, but it's the grown-up version of that. It doesn't take quite as much. All right, 25 minutes are on the clock and I will see everybody on the other side. All right, that was our first sprint, 25 minutes down. How did you do on that one? What did you work on? What did I work on? I don't know. No, I do know. Come on, think brain. I worked on my planner a little bit. I did get a snack, go down and get a snack. And oh, I know what I hadn't updated my tracker for a couple days. So I did do my macro tracker, but I'm working on a, oh, geez. The opposite of where you want your hands to go, Fox. Move your hands there. Working on my planner spread. I wanted to do a plan with me last week, the last 2 weeks, and we have had construction nonstop outside of our house. They've been doing gas line work. We're entering the 3rd week now. I think the 3rd week. It might actually be a month. And it's just so loud. It is so loud outside. So I haven't, that's during the time where I would normally be filming my plan with me. So I just kind of kept putting it off, and I was like, okay, I'll get up earlier tomorrow, do it. I'll do it in the morning earlier. And then they're showing up at 7 a.m. So I have not done my plan with me. So I was like, you know what? I'll catch up my 2 things. Thought maybe I'll work on getting my, my June planner stuff set up today. I have a weird, there have been 2 times in my, at least 2 times that I can think of, where I thought I was going to get my life all together, and it was the end of May, beginning of June, and then something terrible happened. So I have this mental block, don't get your life too together, don't set up your planner too well, yeah, you need to just break that habit. But anyway, that's where my brain goes. So yeah, so that's what I did on that sprint, and I did get more water. I think I'm going to go get an Alani during the next sprint, because I woke up with, if you were on Kay's sprints this morning, I was like, hi everybody, I'm super motivated, but I have a headache. And then it kind of Miss ma'am, dog sounds. It kind of went away as the day went on, and now it's coming back in the last hour. I don't know, maybe since we were out in the sun at the pool. I don't know. Today just I don't know what happened. I started out so strong. I got 2 videos edited and posted, and I was like, yeah, I'm crushing it. And then I just spiraled. So that's when husband was like, go to the pool, go sit at the pool. I was like, okay, fine. So that helped a little bit. But we are going away for 2 days for a concert up in Detroit tomorrow. So I have to work tomorrow, and then we're going straight to Detroit, and then we'll be there Tuesday night as the concert. So I have all day Tuesday. I'm like, I'm going to be so productive. I'm going to write. Our hotel has a little courtyard outside. I'm going to sit outside. So stay tuned, see if I follow through on these things. So let's see what everybody else was up to. We got a lot of congrats here for Hills, getting your book out. Amazing. Oh, good job. Awesome. Geeky Witch says, popping in to say hi and boop the like button. Oh, thank you. See you over on Jenna Sprints. Oh, yes. And I did find that out. I did research that while we were on the sprint. Jenna is sprinting after me at 9:30 tonight. So I'll link to her channel as the night goes on here. So yeah, so you have somewhere to go after here. So I will be over there on her sprints after this. I also have to get my steps in. That's the other thing. I had high hopes to get my steps in earlier today, and it just didn't happen. So the struggle, so much upkeep to just be a person. Sarah says, why did it take so long to clean up desk stuff? Yeah, I don't know. And then guess what? If you clean your desk stuff, I hate to break it to you, but you're going to have to clean it again in 2 days. It's just it never ends. It's just, we're just writers, and that's our truth. Rita said, no words read, scrolled on Instagram and Facebook. It happens to the best of us. Wait, y'all. That's what I meant to tell everybody. I signed up for Substack today. So I had subscribed to a couple people's Substacks, and I was getting emails about it, but I wasn't I didn't know what to do with it. So everybody was very helpful on Kay's sprints this morning and walked me through it, because I have a problem with scrolling in general, but in the mornings especially. I will wake up and I'll be try to wake myself up. I'll be oh, I'll put my phone light on, which I know you're not supposed to do, whatever. And I'll read some stuff until I wake up. The next thing I know, it's 45 minutes later. I've read something depressing or something that makes me anxious or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I've been using my brick. I have one of these. Shout out to Plan with Lakin for getting me on the brick train here. This is a little, not magnetized. well, kind of magnetized, that you um, have an app on your phone and you select which apps you want to brick, and then you have to physically tap your phone to the brick to turn it on or turn it off. So instead of like when you have like an override, that I used to put like a time limit on Instagram or time limit on Facebook, and then you could just be like override, override. This you have to physically go and walk, pick up your brick, which I will do like sometimes when I'm like, okay, I really want to check something or whatever. But it takes away that reflex of like, I picked up my phone to look at the weather. Well, I found out the weather. Now I'm going to scroll Facebook. So, anyway, all of this to tell you that I decided to download the Substack app because I want to like keep up with all my friends who are posting on there. And it's like so nice because I have it curated right now to just all my writer friends. So it's just like, people are telling me about their books that they're working on, and people are telling me like they're reading this book or this came out. Like it's very nice. And I was like, I can have it limited to just the people that I follow. So it's not going to be like the algorithm just constantly feeding you stuff. And then I can have like read whoever posted something that day and then move on with my life. Right? That's the plan. Heffron says, I'm reading and I'm at the all is lost moment. I'm screaming on the inside. No. Oh my gosh. No, that is like the best / worst part when you're just like, why are these characters doing this? Carla says, I should do planning and editing, but I think I needed a day off today. So I'm trying to work on a watercolor of an iris. Oh, that sounds pretty. Yesterday's feather was nice, but brush strokes are hard. Yeah, watercolor, I don't think I could do it. But it's beautiful when it's done well. Like, so that's awesome that you're doing that. See, it's nice you have another like different, so you're still doing a creative outlet, even when on night when you're like, I need a break from writing. Hill said, ordered some bookmarks to go with the signed copies. That's so exciting. I don't think you can share links on, I don't know if you can share, can you share a link? I don't know. If you're able to share a link, I don't know if YouTube will let you, but let us know. Did go birding earlier this morning. Last group bird walk until the fall, which was lovely. So it was a good start to the day. Oh, that's nice. Desk clutter and dishes are unending tasks. Yes, 100%. Carla says, thanks for reminding me I need to write 2 Substacks tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay, so now I got to add you. Like I was like everybody on the chat this morning. I was like, so sorry that I'm adding you all to my Substack and now I'm reading it. And now I'm like, pressure's on. I got to do my first post. And then like, it's got to be something aesthetic. It's got to be like a picture of my like manuscript with my pen and my candle and Luke and my cocktail or my coffee or whatever. It's like, I can't post anything until I'm ready for the perfect first one. Want my Substack private and I can't find the setting. Oh girl, don't ask me because I was like, how do I do this? And someone in the chat was like, here's how to do this. So if anybody in the chat knows how Sarah can make her Substack private, please post it in the chat because we will crowdsource our way through Substack. So, all right, let's get into our second 25-minute sprint here. And the timer just shut itself off. That's beautiful. I love to see it. All right, there we go. Let's get that going up here. Stop sharing there. Oh, it is like taking its sweet time to load here. Sorry, we're getting it. Share the screen. There we go. All right, 25 minutes on the clock. I'll see you when that is over. Okay, welcome back from sprint 2. Y'all, I was in the zone, auto zone. Like I glanced over and I was like, 48 seconds. But I'm here. I made it. I made it. My like internal timer was like, oops. I was just working on my planner. That sprint. It's almost done. I have like 2 little boxes to fill in here. Oh my god, my chair is spinning. So sorry. I have like 2 little boxes to fill in here, but I've run out of stickers, so I have to supplement from another kit. I can see a sticker that'll match the color scheme there. So worked on that. I did get an Alani. We're having tonight cherry slush. Cherry slush is the drink of the night. And my Alani supply is getting dangerously low because I forgot to order when I did the grocery order last week. So it's been a weird week. Husband was out of town for a work conference. And then, excuse me, last Saturday, we ordered finally a new bed and mattress and box spring and frame and everything. We upgraded to a king size bed instead of a queen size bed because Layla Grace, if you're new here, Layla Grace is our adorable dog, should take up too much room at night, is what it is. So we upgraded to a king size bed. Our bed was almost 20 years old because I have just been like executive dysfunction, paralyzed about like making a choice about a new one because I'm like, this is a big purchase. And so then I just put it off. So we ordered that on Saturday of last week. It came Friday, like 2 days ago, Friday, while husband was away. So I had to do all the like prepping the room, like vacuuming, dusting, getting all like my under the bed boxes out, and then like moving the furniture that was like in front of the bed, like all that stuff. So it's been a busy week. The new bed is wonderful. And Layla just like doesn't want to get out of it now because it's like so cozy. So highly recommend. But yeah, it's been like a very busy week. And so I'm like going through and filling out my planner about the week. And I realized like I did grocery shop for myself because I was just making my own meals. And I forgot the thing that I'm the only one in the house that drinks is the Alani. And I forgot it. So doing great. We're doing great. So how did you all do? Okay, Hill said, probably won't let me share links. Yeah, I don't understand that part of YouTube, why that's like that, but I think that's correct. The book is Spicy Paranormal, Why Choose Romance, if that's your jam. There's a lot of people on these streams that is definitely their jam. I'm a little bit like not spicy, but I know how to skip pages. I'll read everything else and I'll just like, you know, when your eyes go over the line and then like you don't really read it and you're like, okay, that was fine. I can do that. It's fine. And then I still get like all the other stuff. Hello, Jocelyn. Rachel shared about your stream. Cute timer. Thank you. Wait, Rachel who? Which Rachel? I know too many Rachels. But welcome. Rita says fed the cats and read. Very, very nice. Yeah. I'm going to try on this sprint to go get my steps. Okay, so my friend Taylor and I have been doing these step bets now for over a year. I think we started last summer, so maybe it's like coming up on a year. And the thing with step bet is that if you've never done it, when they give you like a goal, so you have like your regular goal, regular day, and then your stretch day or power day. And as you do it more and you meet your goals continue to increase. So now I'm at like 12,500 is my stretch day. And I got one of them earlier this week. And I had planned to get the other one today because I was going to go for a run in the morning. And then something else I was going to do, a class that I was going to take got canceled and everything got. And I'm going to blame the full moon. I'm just going to straight up blame the full moon. So I have to get my steps in. So I told husband, I was like, do you think we can do, because this is our 45-minute this is our 45-minute sprint. This is our long one. So I was like, do you think we could do 30 of those 45 minutes, go get steps? And he's like, you can go get steps. And I was like, no, team effort. We're in this together for better or worse, babe. So that's I think what I'm going to do. Rita says, you skip those scenes too. Yeah. My friend writes very spicy things. And her book came out and she's so cute because like she would send me things. She'd be like, I think you'll really like this, but skip chapter 6. Like, so when her book came out, she's like, you just tell me when you're starting it and I will tell you which pages to skip. I was like, thank you. Sarah says having a snack. Heffron says reading. Yep. Love reading good. You got to read Mel's. I'm sure you already have, but I'm so excited for Mel's second book to come out because like I read Vengeful Soul in Palm Springs last year. When did it come out? Last year? Yeah. And it was so good. Yeah. Another one you might like is Cozy Dubois. I really love their stuff. They have a series called the Confessionals. I think I've only read the first one so far, but it was just so good. And it's very like if you're looking for a Pride Month read, perfect for that. And it was very like even for someone who like me who was like I don't know about spice, like I thought the spice was very good. Yeah. Oh, Rachel. Okay. Now I know which. I'm like, which of the 17 Rachels that I know? Like, oh, brain. Okay, thank you. Well, everybody, let's get into our 45-minute sprint. So I'm going to stop sharing this one. I'm going to start sharing this other one. Let's put our cozy campfire fox up here. Let's get 45 minutes on the clock. I was like, husband, what if I go for a walk to get steps and then I die before I come back at the end of the 45 minutes? And I was like, I'll have my phone. So if you see a comment in the comments that's me saying that I died, it's because I died, but probably gonna be fine. Just gonna go get some steps. And then that way I can actually like not just be walking during Jenna's sprints. I can actually maybe do something. So, all right, 45 minutes. It's our flow state. A little bit longer sprint in the middle here. You got this. Going to go after all your dreams and goals. I believe in you. I'll see you in 45 minutes. All right, everybody, that was our 45-minute sprint. How did you do on that one? I did go out for a walk. Husband did come with me. We did like 33 minutes. So I still have, let's check the Fitbit here. My goal tonight, I think, is 12,400, I think is what I have to hit. I'm at 8,937. So I still have like 3,500 to go. I'm so tired. I don't know how. Like I was kicking my legs in the pool. I was trying to do. So it starts a week from tomorrow. I'm so excited. All summer we go to aqua aerobics out in the Crafton pool here in Pittsburgh. So every Monday and Thursday, they start at 8 o'clock, June and July, and then August it goes to 7 o'clock. So in June and July, even on work nights, I can still go, which is great. And I get so many steps. It's an hour long, and it's like you do a warm up, and then you do these different things, and then you have your weights, and we fill the milk jugs with water, and like like Danielle and I last summer were like, by the end of the summer, our milk jugs are gonna be full. We're gonna be so ripped. So like I get a lot of steps in the pool there, and then when my friend Tina and I go to the Shenley Park pool here, we always go to the deep end. We go like right on the corner of the deep end, and then you're just like hanging on the wall talking, and you're like kicking your legs. So I get steps there. Why I didn't get steps in the pool today? I don't know. We were in the shallow end. I'm blaming I'm blaming the full moon. Who am I kidding? So anyway, I did also finish. Oh, there's my Fitbit. Do not lose that. Watch me go out for the rest of my steps and leave my Fitbit sitting on my desk. I finished this planner spread. There we go. So that's done. So I'm going to try on this sprint to get this current week's planner spread, but I don't know. I didn't choose a kit yet, so I got to do that. But yeah, so we got one more sprint. We're going to do 25 minutes, and that will take us into Jenna is sprinting at 9:30. This will take us perfectly into that. Oh, gosh. Oh, the timer tried to make itself. Oh, gosh. The timer tried to make itself into 50. We're not doing that. All right. So I'll put that up there. Let's see how y'all did on that one. Carla said, can't focus, going to call it a day. Yeah, Carla, I know you're already gone, so you didn't hear this, but you had an early morning, so you had a busy day. Jocelyn says, had a quick snack. Hope it helps with the words. Sometimes that is the trick. Sometimes if your brain is hungry, it's not thinking. Pasqua made it. Hello, you did make it. Authors don't have the first chapter of the next book and the end of an earlier one. I thought this book was longer. Oh, yeah, that's like kind of a new thing now. Like there's like a preview of the next book. I have noticed that. Yeah. Sarah says, thanks for the sprints. Going to watch The Way Home and plan during Jenna's. Sarah is sprinting tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you mark your calendars. If you're an early bird, get up there and get on her sprints. The Way Home. What's that? Rita says, still reading with a thunderstorm. Oh, my ideal day is that it's shorts and hoodie weather when you wake up. And then it gets like sunny and lovely during the day. And then there's like a 2-hour long thunderstorm. And then it becomes shorts and hoodie weather again before bed. That's my ideal day. Hills journaled. Awesome. Everybody's getting cozy stuff done tonight. I like it. So let's get into our final sprint of the night before we send us over onto Jenna's sprints. I guess I'm going to be walking during Jenna's sprints. Let me get this on the full screen here. Oh, share the screen, Fox. Share the screen. There we go. Share the screen. All right. I can't have to get 3,500 more steps. I'm struggling. All right. I will see y'all in 25 minutes. All right, my friends, that is it for us tonight. That was our final sprint. Hope everybody has had a productive night or a cozy night or just a fun time hanging out with your besties. I did put the link for Jenna's sprints. She's starting at 9:30, so just in a few minutes here. And then I also put the link in there for the Heart Ratings writing community, so you can see who else is sprinting the rest of the week. Like I said earlier, tomorrow, Sarah's going to kick it off at 6 a.m. These are all in Eastern time, 6 a.m. Eastern time. Rita is at noon. Inca is at 6. I believe Jody Jean is still out. So keep sending her love. Keep sending her all the good vibes, all the healing vibes. We miss her so much and I hope she's doing better. I have like the world's biggest hug saved up for her when I see her at HardyCon in October. Jody Jean is still on the schedule for tomorrow, but I don't think she's back until mid-June. I could be wrong about that. But tomorrow I will see y'all on Sarah's sprints because I will be up tomorrow morning. And hopefully packed because we're leaving straight after work. So anyway, thank you all so much for being here. I am so proud of everybody, every step that you took forward towards your goals today. I'm so proud of you. You're doing awesome. And I will see you next time. So we'll be back on Sunday next week. Excuse me. We'll be back next Sunday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. For another 2.5 hours of sprints. So thank you all so much for being here. Subscribe if you are new here, and that way, if I do any other pop-ups, I don't know, Wednesday is up in the air. So if there's an opening on the schedule Wednesday, I'm off and unusually off, and that's normally my Wednesday to work. So we'll see. I was hoping to do a pop-up this week when we had some openings, and then it's just been this construction outside. So like I didn't want you guys to hear jackhammers the whole time. So but anyway, thank you all for being here. I love you so much. Take care of yourselves.